The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack to keep this to a no gain.
Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Throwing here on third and goal. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options, and now it is fourth and goal.
That's what he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They send a receiver in motion left. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he finds some space, tackling after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Johnson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. Empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That catch puts him over 100 yards for the game, and we still have another half to go. That catch picks up the 1st down. Look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, just can't react to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throughout, another catch for his favorite target. A pickup there of 28 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not...
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And the Cardinals will up it to a 2-point lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Into the secondary at the 45. 20. 50. And he is gone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Not going for two. They'll pick the point after. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will up the lead to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Back to throw. A pass taken in by Johnson. And he gets this to the 40. That's about a yard short of the first down, so we'll have third down coming up.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. On the handoff, it's Johnson. Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw out of the gun. Going left side. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
Ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. They motion a receiver right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. A gain of 11 on that run. It's an Arizona first down.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be...
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They go.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Poster. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Wilson. Rocket brings it in out wide. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Wilson. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. These two in rhythm. 12 more yards and a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
So as we come to the half, it is a 5-point game. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A tight end in motion now. They'll run. It's Mostert. He's inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A run here with Mostert. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On the ground, it's Mostert. And he will have the Seahawks first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. On the carry, here's Mostert. He's down inside the 10. A gain of 4. Motion man, set right. Mostert from the pistol. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Got his man. That's Grant. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Seahawks will extend this 4-quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
To the air again on 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. Michael Gallup was the intended target there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And deep for the back of the end zone. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Arizona. The PAT, up and good. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On the handoff, it's Montgomery. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A tough spot here. Third and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man, right side. He's got it. Just his first catch that has held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Complicated with this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. Back to throw. Wilson. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Seahawks. season. The extra point, up and good. And the Seahawks are able to extend the lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the ground, it's incomplete. It's fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. The extra point is good. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now Wilson. Now a loose football. The Cardinals have got it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down. So these two teams take the long... What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So a big play coming here for the Cardinals, who will go for 2. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he nearly takes it the distance, just short of the goal line. A spectacular return.
Oh, man, you know he wanted that one. He's going to wind up just short of the goal line, but what a return it was. When he got to midfield, Mike, I thought he was gone. I mean, it won't be a touchdown, but he set his guys up first and goal, and that was electric to watch.
They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point is good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass taken in by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be...
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. The Seahawks will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Receiver in motion, going right. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like they'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. Scrimmage, and that is it.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Room to run past the 30. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. Wilson. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run with Montgomery. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to lock it outright. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Sending a receiver right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. The Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run on 1st and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Him again. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock?
And he's into the end zone yet again. Seahawks. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Seahawks will open even further here in this 4th quarter. more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Here's 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 11th grab of the game. And a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one. There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
The 12's making noise in Seattle before 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Johnson. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.